Well, folks, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to another vlog and another video. My name is Alex Holbrook here. In today's video, first of all, um, well, I just got 29. As you can tell by this package right here, this bright orange package. I just got a 2019. I just got my 2019 Shutterfly calendar, as you can see. Um, I'll show you that in just a minute. But first of all, just kind of letting you know, the time has come to the point where I got to get rid of this coat right here because, as you can kind of see, I've literally pulled it apart. As you can see I've really pulled it apart to the point where I think it's to the point where to the point where myself and a bunch of other people here have convinced me that it's time for me to take this old coat out to the dumpster and just throw it all in the throw it all in the dumpster pretty much, because yup, again, as you can see, I've literally pulled it apart. I've literally pulled it apart, as you can see. So it's pretty much time for this coat to it's pretty much just about time for this coat to head on its way out to the dumpster, pretty much. So, but anyway, just thought I'd quickly share that with you. So, in a little bit, it's probably in my best interest to take that coat right out to the dumpster, right out to the. It's probably in my best interest to just take that coat right out to the right out to the dumpster, pretty much. But anyway, now for the good stuff, like I just showed you, just like 2 minutes ago. I got my 2019 Shutterfly calendar in the mail today. So let's take it out of the package and show you everything that I got. Basically, pictures I've included here are mostly pictures of certain trips and ventures that I did. Some throughout the latter half and end of last year, end of 2017, and end of last year, and kind of a good bit more so throughout this year, throughout the earlier part of this year, 2018 and stuff. So first of all, what you're seeing in the front cover, this picture over here, and this picture over here, this picture over here, and this picture over here. Those three pictures are pictures of when we ended up doing a bus trip well over a year ago to Turning Stone. We ended up doing a bus day trip to Turning Stone Casino and Resort for the day and stuff. And then these two pictures right here, this one and this one, are from last year's Niagara Falls birthday tradition from last year and stuff. This one right here was this one right here was standing in front of one of the Christmas tree details over at Seneca Niagara Casino and Resort, and this one was over by the American Falls on the U.S. side of Niagara. How about we open it up and I'll show you some more of the rest of what's the rest of the pictures that I included in this year in my 2019 Shutterfly calendar. So these two pictures right here were kind of at my dad and stepmom's. Well, I was still on good terms with them, picture taking wise, before kind of slipped away in some stuff. But, you know, these two that I'm pointing at right here were at my dad and stepmom's when we had finished playing a game of what they call categories and stuff. And I ended up becoming the categories champion. And so those are kind of pictures of me holding up the holding up the papers with proof of being categories champion and stuff. And then these two pictures here are from when we went to Syracuse Syracuse Orange's basketball game from last season and stuff. I did remember us going to see them lose that day, and it was on one of the and it was during the weekend. It was the first weekend of January, the first weekend of earlier this year, the first weekend of 2018. It was when we had some of the coldest weather we had in a long time, and some of the most brutal wind chill weather we had in such a long time. You know, something below and stuff. It was during the weekend that we had the most brutal wind chill weather that we had in years, way earlier this year, more half past the beginning of this year. But now we're coming to the end. We're coming to the end of this year. We're literally coming to the end of 2018. So, and getting ready to bring in 2019 in just less than another week and a half. But then this picture right here with me with the blue coat and yellow shirt and stuff on, that's another picture from last year's Niagara Falls birthday tradition trip and stuff last year. Then this this and this are some are some sports bar friends and stuff, pretty much. All right. Now for the next page. Got this and this are two more pictures from from last year's Syracuse Orange's basketball game we ended up going to. Well, not so much last year's, but one of last season's Syracuse Orange's basketball games we ended up going to. About midway through last season and stuff. Almost last year, but more so last season and stuff. And then this picture right here is from uh, from 2016 JP Morgan Chase Corporate Challenge, when it was still being held at RIT and stuff, RIT and stuff, Rochester Institute of Technology. And then this picture down here is a couple of the old former Wegmans friends. And then this picture here, and here are more of some of my sports bar friends and stuff. All right. This picture here is from a couple of my other sports bar friends. This picture here was from one of the annual bake sales that Wegmans had done for a United Way fundraiser and stuff, before. Yep, they got a smiley face cake, and it looks like some buttercream frosted banana bread and stuff, and some Wegmans brand shortbread cookies in this picture right here. And then this was me in front of our relatively new Dave & Buster's location that we have here. That here in Rochester, over at Marketplace Mall and stuff. We're very blessed to have that location. That's local here in Rochester now. Don't got to go all the way out to Buffalo or Syracuse because we now have our own location here in Rochester, New York area that's local. This picture and this picture, these two right here are from this function called Cabin Fever Trail Races and stuff that took place at Webster Park back in, I think it was early last February was when it took place. It was a pretty challenging thing to walk through, even run through, but did all right with it. Just at least getting the experience. This was kind of not to mention in front of the Victoria's Secret location over at Marketplace Mall. This and this are both a few more of my sports bar friends. This is another picture of some of us at the 2016 JP Morgan Chase Corporate Challenge from well over 2.5 years ago at when it was still being held at RIT and stuff. This was this past year's 2018 Easter celebration we ended up doing this year at Dad and Stepmom's place. We've usually done Easter at my mom and stepdad's, but there ended up being some stuff that had came up that made things kind of have to that made us kind of have to take a year off from doing it at their place this year. So we ended up so in my end we ended up doing this past Easter 2018, this past year's Easter 2018. In this picture right here over at Dad and Stepmom's place. And then these last two pictures right here are a couple pictures of me the weekend right before Easter over at Eastview Mall, believe it or not. So, yep. Looks like some pretty good pictures there, right? Now for May. These two, this picture and this picture right here were from this past year's American Heart Association Heart Walk and Run over around Frontier Field around downtown Rochester. Then these other four pictures, this picture, this picture, this picture, this picture, this picture, and this picture, those four pictures are from this past year's 2018 Flower City Challenge over by around Blue Cross Arena and War Memorial, more so in center of downtown Rochester. That's my phone. That's probably my mom calling. I'll call back as soon as I'm done with the blog. I'll just let it finish up ringing. Alright, now I'll hear the answering machine picking up. But anyway, these two pictures right here are, yep, it's my mom. Alright, that's all she got to say. She'll call me back in a little while. Once again, we'll try and give her a buzz. I'll try and give her a buzz back as soon as I'm done with the blog. But anyway, these two pictures right here that I'm pointing to are some CSX freight train pictures from kind of out between the border of Fairport and more so the border of Parrington, New York. you know, kind of right over by the canal and stuff. As you can see, this right here, this gravel thing right here is the canal path. And then this one was up on a bridge over on Linden Road. So that's what those two freight train pictures are, and 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 the other 7 pictures. This one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one are all from this year's J.P. Morgan Chase Corporate Challenge, which has now been taking place over at around Frontier Field around downtown Rochester. Yep, it was from this past year's 2018 J.P. Morgan Chase Corporate Challenge and stuff. So yep, there it is. All right, now for July. All of these pictures and this page right here were from this past year's 2018 2018 2018 2018 Wegmans United Way kickball tournament for United Way over at Fisher Road Complex and stuff. So yep, that's what these pictures all are of right here. So next, now for August, we got a few more pictures from this year's Wegmans 2018 United Way Charity Kickball Tournament. This one, this one, this one, and this one, which was our group, which was our team group picture and stuff. And then these other 4 pictures in the bottom, this one, this one, this one, and this one, were from when I ended up going on trip to Lake George for a weekend, the final weekend of July. And then these last 2 here, this one and this one, were from this year's Steve's 5K to run down cancer over around Mendon Ponds Park, over way out in Honeoye Falls, over around Honeoye Falls, near the border of Honeoye Falls and stuff. So that's that. Now for September, the remaining few months of 2018, I kind of did pictures collage style. So these 2 pictures right here are from, well, no, yep, I was right. These 2 pictures right here are more old sports bar friends. This picture up here was another one of a good many, or at least a few pictures of when we ended up doing trip to Lake George trip for a weekend, the final weekend of this past July and stuff. This picture, this picture, this picture, and this picture are all of some of my old Wegmans friends. And then these last 3 pictures here, this one, and this one, are from when ended up going, believe it or not, going to Roseland Water Park later on around latter half of this past August and stuff. This was kind of by their llama, decoration. Well, not llama decoration, but llama detail and stuff they got. This was over by their Roseland Water Park horse logo and stuff. And this one right here was by their fountain detail. That for any of you that have been to Roseland Water Park before would usually see when you first enter the place and stuff. All right, try to get through the rest of this reasonably fast so I can give my mom a buzz back. Now we're into October. This is another picture of some of my old Wegmans friends along with this one right here. Um, uh, this picture right here, this picture right here, and this picture right here. Those three are from this year's Chapin Charity golf tournament that we ended up doing early, almost middle of this past August and stuff. Then these two pictures are from actually these three pictures actually, this one, and this one down here are from one of my visits I ended up doing this past year and this past summer um, to Darien Lake theme park. Believe it or not, this one was from this one was from about a little more than midway through August. This one was from a little more than the middle of August, and then this one and this one right here were from when went one other time before calling it a season, half past beginning of September, and then these last few right here, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one are all from our final trip, our final visit and final trip to Darien Lake Theme Park this year, finishing up with going one of the days of this year's Fright Fest at Darien Lake Theme Park. Here's the Superman Ride of Steel. This one has as you can see, this one right here, as you can see, has a Superman Ride of Steel in the background. This one I know you can't see very well, but this one is over by Shipwreck Falls. If I can just zoom it in a little bit. Sorry, the brightness isn't so great on my thing here, but yep, this one is over by the shark detail over by Shipwreck Falls. As you can see, I'm kind of faking of a shark attack, but of course it isn't really a shark attack, it's but it was over by the shark detail over by Shipwreck Falls and stuff. And for the last couple of months, here's a whole bunch of pictures of some of a whole bunch of my sports bar friends. This was from a place called TC Hooligans, not too far from here. They ended up they had a location over at the mall at Grease Ridge for a long time. They had a location over at Mall at Grease Ridge for a long time, and then things got to the point where, they ended up selling that location and decided to try and have their own location over at where that was once the location of Famous Dave's before Famous Dave's had went down a long time ago, and now it's become the new home of. It's become brand spanking new home and location of where TC Hooligans is now. So this was kind of a bunch of photos from this year's TC Hooligans Halloween party, what they call Halloween party, But yep, these are a bunch of sports bar friends over at TC Hooligans. And some of the other pictures that I had said, sports bar friends, were also from TC Hooligans too. And, yep. All look pretty good, huh? Yep. There it is. And finally, to wrap up, for the final month, to wrap up 2019, to wrap up my 2019 calendar for December, well, this one, and this one, this one, and this one, and also this one and this one are all from Buffalo Bills game we ended up going to the first Sunday of last month, first Sunday of November. right soon before right soon before I decided to start right soon before I decided to start my own right soon before I decided to right shortly before I decided to start doing my own YouTube channel and decided to start YouTubing to the Buffalo Bills versus Chicago Bears game, but apparently was the one of the worst Buffalo Bills games we had gone to see, seeing that they lost pretty fair and square. You know, what I remembered the first quarter, the first quarter it was all scoreless, but then the second quarter the Chicago Bears just really started going all out. Really started just going all out with scoring touchdowns and field goals. Then this is this picture and this picture are two pictures from TC of some more of my sports bar friends from TC Hooligans at their old TC Hooligans location, before they had sold their old location. This one was kind of just a random picture from stuff. This lady here is no longer with TC Hooligans anymore. She was for a while. She was one of the assistant managers for a while. But then eventually it just became time for her to move. It just became time for her to move on. It just became time for her to move on. This one was a Christmas picture. This one was pretty much a Christmas picture from their old TC Hooligans location that used to be at the mall from 2 years ago. 2 years ago, pretty much. You know, and then this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one, and I believe this one too, are some more pictures of this year's TC Hooligans Halloween, or again, like they call it, Halloween party at their brand spanking new location where they are now, further down Ridge Road. That was once the home of Famous Dave's, and now is the home of the brand spanking new home and brand spanking new location of TC Hooligans where they are now. Stuff. So yep, and two more pictures. The route we usually have taken to go to the Buffalo Bills games has usually been, we get off at the Pembroke Medina Thruway exit, and then we are on Allegheny Street for a while, which is the street that Darien Lake Theme Park is on, believe it or not. So we usually drive by that. Then we go through the town of Bennington and stuff, where they have a whole bunch of windmills. So first of all, this was, we kind of just really quickly pulled over just to take a few brief photos, including this one right here. Kind of standing in front of where he had, like, you know, the a big part of the Superman Ride of Steel in the background, and then this one right here was in front of one of the big this one right here. This one right here was in front of one of the big windmills we ended up going by around the town of Bennington on the way to this year's Buffalo Bills game we ended up going to. And then this last one here was just a group picture of the entire TC Hooligans gang at their brand spanking new location, over on Ridge Road, where Famous Dave's used to be a long time ago, and now is their place. And that's it. And that's it. And that. And that's it. And that. And that's. And that. And that's. And that's. And that's it. And that's it. And that's. And that's it. That's it. That's it for my 2019 Shutterfly calendar. But yep, very quickly, also thought I'd point out, got a lot of my 2018 got a lot of my 2018, got a lot of my, got a lot of my, got a lot of my 2018 Christmas gifts that I'm all set to give away to people of mine. All wrapped and all ready to go. Got just a couple more things I may try to get at Walmart either tomorrow or this weekend, and maybe one or a couple of things over at Target and stuff. But I'm pretty well, I think, more than halfway through with my 2018 Christmas gift wrapping and stuff. Still have maybe a couple or a few more gifts to briefly purchase and then wrap. But I've definitely got a huge part of it all done and taken care of. But anyway, yep. You can still see my Christmas lights and Christmas decorations and stuff all up and on. Won't be up and on much longer. In about another week, in about another week and a half, soon after New Year's Day, it'll be time to take them all down, and it'll be time to take it all down and put it all away till next year and next season. So we'll just enjoy the last remaining week and a half of this year's in this season before it's time to officially take it all down and put it all away till next year and next season. But anyway, that's gonna end the vlog right there. I hope you enjoyed this vlog and this video. If you enjoyed this vlog and this video, be sure to give this vlog and this video a huge thumbs up for sure, and definitely go down and smash that like button, and definitely go down and hit that subscribe button for sure, and definitely leave a comment down below on which one of the pictures of my 2019 calendar you like best and stuff. Which one or which few the pictures I showed you in my 2019 Shutterfly calendar were your favorites that I had shown you. And so until my next vlog. Sorry about that. Until my next vlog and my next video, I'll see you in my next vlog and my next video. Peace out. Peace out. Sorry.